Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? This is Jeremy calling.
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, I spoke with Jason about your situation.
Yes.
Look, we do want to accommodate it. Jason told me he had a really good interaction with you yesterday.
Yeah.
He said you guys had some good rapport, and he said that you do really want to become a blockchain developer, right? Like that goal hasn't changed.
No, that hasn't changed. That's my whole point. That's why, I still subscribe to that, the Greg's monthly thing. Plus I'm in the boot camp and that's about, so, it's not like I'm just out of the woodwork or whatever. I just thought there'd be some goodwill, cause we went through all that. I spent half an hour talking to Jason, so I just don't have time to keep going over this.
Oh yeah, no, I completely understand. I reviewed the call. It did seem like a great interaction. When I reviewed the call, one thing I noticed though is Jason did initially offer to do a 50% deposit to lock in your spot, or you could do the full amount, and you ended up choosing to do the full amount, right? So I just want to point that out because what I took away from the call is there wasn't any pressure from our end for you to commit to this, right?
Well, no, I'm not, and that's not the point really. And if you really want to get the brass tacks, when Jason said, okay, I have two options. Either I lock in a spot or I do the full thing. In my mind, there was actually three options, was there not?
What was the third option?
To just say no.
Oh yeah, which you didn't do, right?
Correct. But when you guys say you're not into pressure sales, this is what it sounds like here. I was anticipating some good faith since I'm already in the boot camp. I subscribe to that extra bit that comes every month. That is oh, okay, well, he's just in a spot where he can't do this at the moment. And, $7,800 US is quite a bit, especially in Canadian dollars. So, I get the fact that, putting a spot, that's all I was expecting. And I don't understand. It's not like I bought something and you can't sell it again, all it was a spot. And according to Jason and everybody else, there's lots of spots available. It's not like I took the last one and there are people who are not being able to partake, in a measure of good faith. I don't understand all this. Why would you want someone like myself who is now, to be honest with you, Jeremy, I'm getting pissed, for lack of a better word, at this kind of shenanigans going on. It's well, I gotta, you're buying a car. Well, I'll go talk to my manager. And, so this is what it's looking like from my end. Why would you want someone like that in a course where you have to interact with people? I don't understand. It should have been immediately, yeah, okay, whatever. You actually said you want to keep the people happy. Well, how am I, this is leaving a bad taste in my mouth, to be honest with you. And how am I going to interact with someone where I think, now I'm forced into a corner? Yes, I said yes. 100%. I was there at the call and I know what I said. This is the point of why I'm calling today. It's not like I waited a week. I didn't grab some stuff. All I did was I looked at the video that was not available to me until I said yes. And I looked at it. The time is not there for me to be able to complete the course and the dedication that I needed, the commitment. So I'm well, okay, I can't do it. So I don't even think it's been 24 hours. And you guys are giving me the runaround.
Yeah, okay, well, you've given me a few things to address there, Greg. So the first thing is, I think that we've been very cordial, right? I don't think that we're
100%.
Yeah,
100%. I got no problem with that at all.
I don't think we're doing any pressure stuff here, but our policy is just you can give an access to the course now, right? You've logged in.
No, I do not. I do not have access to the course. All I have is the email, the orientation email. That's it.
Okay.
I have not seen the course.
Yeah. So Jason told me that it is a goal of yours. You've confirmed it's a goal of yours. You do want to become a blockchain developer. The time time is just an issue for you right now, right? Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
And it will be for approximately 2 years.
Okay.
Maybe.
So I'm sure you can also understand, like, goodwill goes both ways, right? We're also running a business. We also have Jason who was on the call with you. Was Antonio the one that took the initial call, or was it Jason both times? The initial phone call?
Well, I believe it was Jason, yes.
It was Jason, okay. So we're also running a business, right? I'm sure you can understand that. What I would be willing to do with you here, and I think this is a pretty good offer, is let's do the original offer that Jason proposed, which was the 50%. Okay, that will allow you to lock in your spot. And what we'll do, instead of it being 3 months, at any point in the future when you want to do it, instead of it being 3 months, we'll make it 6 months. Okay, so we'll do 50%. That locks it in. You're given 6 months, so we're doubling your offer. Okay. And what you can do is we'll give you access to the course now, okay, so you can log in and you can review it at your own pace whenever you want. I know you don't have a lot of time for it, but whenever you want. And then when you're ready to actually start jumping on those calls, right, you'll be given 6 months instead of 3. Does that sound like a good offer?
It sounds like a good offer, but I'm going to have to decline it, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'm trying to work something out here that's fair to both of us, right?
Listen, you only had the money. I'm not even sure it cleared the bank yet. Like, I'm not sure what the point is. If I leave with a good taste in my mouth, I am coming back to you. Do you understand that? And I will tell others about you. Like, I'm not saying, it's not a threat. I'm just saying, like, I don't get your personal, like, why is this an issue if you're trying to make your clients happy?
Well,
like I totally get the whole legal thing that you got the rope around my neck, and I understand that. But, like, what have you lost? Like,
well, that's what, if you're going to be coming back, that's what the purpose of the deposit is. Right? The deposit is, okay.
Yeah, but you hold on to my money. You hold on to my money for as long. What if it takes 2 years for me to come back?
That's okay. That's okay.
I have better use for that money in the 2 years is what I'm getting at.
What if you never come back?
Well, that's my prerogative as a person.
But you just said that you were going to come back.
Oh my God. Like, where planet are you on where someone has to keep, I'm going to come back in 2 years? Like, honest to God, it's getting to the point, why would you expect me to have a phone call with that I'm having this kind of conversation with everyone that works for him?
Well, that's like, I'm trying to be fair here, right? Like you said you want us to extend some goodwill to you, which I am doing, right? And I want to work something out with you. Let me take a look here, okay, and see what else I can do. Give me 1 second.
No, you know what? Jason said he was processing the refund on the end of that last call. Did you hear that?
He didn't say that he was going to process.
Yes, he did. He says we're going to process that right away, and then he hung up, or someone hung up on him.
Here's what he said in the call. He said he was going to speak with and his manager, and he was going to check in on the process. He didn't say he was going to process the refund.
Well, I was in the car.
He did use the word process. You're right, and
So I took that as that was done. It was all over because I was in the car. He was calling me, and I heard processing. So I was like, okay, fine, and then it abruptly hung up. And I thought that was that. I thought, perfect.
Okay, this is honestly, and I'm being completely straightforward with you, this is the best I can do, okay? The best I can do. Do you have a copy of your business,
what your refund policy is? I've never seen that.
We don't have a refund policy.
So why is this the best that you can do then? What is
because we do want to make our clients happy, right? Making sure that they're happy. But at the same time, sorry, Greg, 1 moment. At the same time, though, we are running a business, right? We spent 2 hours talking with you, having discussions and everything. So at the same time, we are running a business, right? That is something that is kind of the overarching principle here. So what I could do is we do a 30% deposit, so it's 2,600. So I'll refund you the rest. Okay, so that would be, what's the refund on that? $5,200. But 2,600 lets you lock in your spot. And then any time in the future, even if it's 2 years from now, and what we'll do is we'll send you an email confirming this. Anytime in the future you want to jump on, it's 6 months, okay, instead of 3, and you have access to the course for life. How does that sound?
It is still not exactly making your clients very happy. It's not, like, I don't get it. Why can we go down to 2,600? What is that number?
Well, that allows our team members and everyone to still get paid, right?
So if I had said no yesterday, would they have got paid?
Sorry?
If I had said no yesterday, would they have got paid? What kind of loss, how many calls do you make? How many calls do you have to make before they get paid?
That isn't what happened though, right? What happened is you guys had a great conversation, and I don't want to take anything away from it. I'm happy to actually provide you the video call if you want. You can review it.
I know exactly what happened. I had no problem with Jason. It was a lovely call.
I'm trying to come your way, but at the same time, like, I hope you can also understand my perspective.
I really don't, because you have a business. I understand that. And that business is dealing with people and making them happy. I don't understand how me leaving feeling that I got the raw end of the stick just because I made a wrong decision and it wasn't even 24 hours. I think you can even get a condo back in 24 hours if you put down a deposit.
It wasn't the wrong decision though, Greg. Like, you've confirmed, like, this is still your goal. It is something you want to do. It's just the time, right? The time is an issue. So
yes, and that's why I said I'm still in the blockchain. I still have the boot camp. I still have time to do that. And so it's not like I totally washed my hands with you guys.
Yeah. And I'm trying to accommodate the time situation for you, right? Like, I'm extending it from 3 to 6 months, so you're getting twice what anyone else would get at 7,800, and you can start up anytime you want, right? But you also have access to the course, so you'll have the course. So I know you don't have a lot of time, but maybe here and there you'll have an hour or whatever. You can jump on, you can do the course, you can review the course, and then in a year or two, when you want to actually do the calls, you'll have 6 months, right? So I am accommodating your time situation, which you're saying is the only reason for the objection here.
Yes, it's just, if you said, tell you what, I'll keep $500, I won't give you access to the course, and I'll call you back in 6 months, that was probably something I could agree to.
Yeah,
pay Jason $500.
Well,
don't give me access to the course.
I wish I could do that, but I mean, that's not exactly how it works, right? It's not exactly like that, but
well, if it's similar like that, then how does it work?
The other thing is too, by having a deposit, this is gonna make sure that you're committed to actually achieving your goals, right? Like, that's the overarching thing with us. We do genuinely want to help. We offer guaranteed jobs at the end of the course, right? What other programs are offering that? No one does that. And we offer that because we want to make sure that you're learning valuable skills that the marketplace actually wants, right? So
the logic in your thinking is that the only reason that I'm going to come back is because I gave you $2,600. Like, you don't care if I come back.
No, that's not true. Not true at all.
What if I gave you?
I want you to come back.
I know that.
The whole thing. I want you to be happy. I want you to get a great job from it.
But if I said I am coming back, you don't believe that. The only reason that I would come back in your mind is that I gave you whatever I agreed upon.
No, just at the same time, like, we're running a business, right? And we both committed to each other to do this. So we're not breaking our commitment here, right? I'm trying to accommodate.
No, but I am trying to break my commitment.
That's right.
And I just want my full refund is what I would like.
I understand. And
that's kind of where my line is.
I know. I can understand that. At the same time, like you mentioned, we're keeping our commitment, right? We're keeping our side of the commitment. And I'm also trying to accommodate and help you out today. This is a courtesy, right, that we're extending. So I'm trying to do what I can here for you. At the same time, it's going to help you achieve your goals, right? Like, you know, there is something to be said by having some money in this. You're going to feel like you have to do it. Like, I want you to jump on the course there. I don't want you to say you're too busy to go on it. I want you to actually commit to it, right?
I get that, but I would lean more towards coming back to the course if you weren't giving me the runaround.
Well, we're not giving you the runaround because, like, we called you right away. We've been responsive with the text, right? Like, I'm talking to you right now about it. The runaround is I don't answer your calls, I don't respond to your texts, I ignore you. That's the runaround. Yeah. This is a direct discussion, which, by the way, I appreciate you jumping on the call, because this is the way we like it to be. We want it to be open, honest, and but I do want you to have something invested in this so that you're committed to doing it, right? And that does make sense. That does make sense, right? Like you know that. By having this money there, you're going to feel like, man, I got to do that course. I paid for it, right? Rather than just have it sit there. So.
Well, it wouldn't be the fact that I want to or not. It's just whether or not I'm able to.
Okay. Well, I mean,
and a lot of stuff changes in 2 years is what I'm getting at. Like I could lose an eye or we could hit by a car. There's a lot of things that can happen. And that's my other main point is that a lot of time can go by. Like what if you guys aren't there in 2 years?
We'll be here. You've got chances.
I know that. So I'm not dying in 2 years of a heart attack. So yeah. I take that as much as what you just said.
I sincerely hope that. Knock on wood, right? Knock on wood.
Yeah.
But look,
so that's my point. Like, I understand the whole deposit thing, but $2,600 is still a fair chunk of money, and like. All that is is that just so I come back? Like, to be honest with you, if I don't want to do it in 2 years, I'm not going to do it just because I gave you $2,600. So
that's going to be on you, right? That's going to be that you changed your goal. Like your goals at this stage in your life is you want to become a blockchain developer. So that's what we're here to help you do. I can't.
What if I said my goal is not that?
Well,
that's my mind.
That's not on us, right? I want to keep you committed to that, though, right? Our goal is to keep you committed to that. But at the end of the day, like the drive inside you, that's on you. Now you're a pilot, so I know that you're perfectly capable of going through like a regimented, difficult training. Because I know what's involved with becoming a pilot. Like there's like thousands of hours or something, right, that you need to do. So I know that you're capable of it because you've proven it. You've proven it in the past in your life that you can achieve something when you really want to. So
you don't have to do this psychology on me. I know what you're talking. So what is your last? Like, I really would like my full refund. Is what I want.
I know, I can understand. I'm trying to come your way. I honestly am, but I
know you are. Like what happens if you were to give me my full refund?
Well, the thing is like we're
why is that not possible? Has that money gone into something already? Is that like what is the
well
like I also spent hours on the phone. I wasn't paid for that. So,
I know. Well, the thing is though, like we're running a business, right? So,
I understand that, but your business is not talking on the phone. It's about running this course.
Yeah.
And that was like the sales pitch, which gets you to the course. Like there was no, here, why don't you just sit and think about it for a day. or any of that kind of stuff. But I'm not sure if that's part of the plan, but it was all, like when Jason said there's two options, you know, there's either the deposit or the full
Why did you
payment.
use the full though? I don't understand. If you weren't sure, why did you do that?
Well, if I wasn't sure, how did I know I couldn't do the full thing? And then I watched the video that I didn't get until Jason emailed that to me. And I saw the 10 plus hours per week and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, whoa, okay, well, I can't do that.
I mean,
And
well,
I was kind of thinking I could weasel it in, but watching Gregory's video, I knew for sure I wasn't able to put the time in that it required. So not immediately, I saw that. I immediately texted Jason. I said, listen, I've made a mistake. This is not, I can't do this at this time. You know, I've got 2 years left before I retire when I have more time to myself. And that'll be probably when I could do it.
and that's why I'm trying to extend this offer to you, right? I'm saying you have access to the course, which you can log in and do anytime, like even if you want to just do 15 minutes of it, right? Anytime, right?
But I have the boot camp where I could do that already.
This is more advanced, right?
Yes, but I don't need more advanced. I need basic crap right now because this is where the boot camp comes in.
So you can
This is where I already have, like it's not like I've not given the institution money already.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, the
So
course,
that's where, like
the
I
course doesn't
was just
expire, right?
a guy off
The
the
course-
street you never heard of, well, then I would maybe be, okay, I could kind of understand because I just came out of nowhere. But this, I was, like I've already been in the system, so I really thought this wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
Because I haven't taken anything from the company. I haven't done anything with it. Like I said, I don't have access to the course. All I have is that one, whatever it was, 6-minute video that he sent me. I watched that, realized this isn't for me, and immediately texted Jason. And he said he was going to call Gregory, and then I go to the bank, blah, 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 and then he said that, and then, like I said, the end of it.
I completely understand. That's why I'm on the call with you trying to work something out, right? I mean, the one thing though that that we need to mention is that in the call you did say that you wanted to pay in full. You did agree to it, right? So that is the one thing that we can't lose sight here, right? And we didn't put any option.
I totally understand that, and that's where I thought the goodwill from you guys would come in such that, like, I know exactly what I said. And I'm like, well, it's not like I bought a bag of milk or a box of milk and I drank half of it and I'm trying to return it. I haven't done anything. I understand you're trying to run a business, but just find somebody else to take my spot.
Yeah.
That's my point. I haven't touched anything. I haven't used, if it was a car, I wouldn't even have driven it off the lot. Like, that's my point. I'm like, well, what, and I understand giving me a spot, but I have to put faith in that you're going to be there and a whole bunch of other variables and risks between now and when it actually happens. So, like, there's huge risk in that. There's more probability that money of mine will be gone than it will be if it's there. And whether or not I'm around to use it anyway.
So what is the main problem here? Is the money the main problem or the time the main problem?
Well, it's the fact that I would just throw money at you guys and it would never be used for, like, say 2 years, if ever.
So the money's the main problem then. It's not your availability that's the problem?
Well, they're both, my availability is based upon my ability to make money. So I need the time to make money, and I can't just be throwing, it's almost, it's $10,000 Canadian.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, like I said, I'm working something out with you here. I can do 2,500, okay? I said 26.
Do 1,500 and we'll call it a day.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do. I'm not.
Do 1,500, and you don't have to give me access to the course or nothing.
No. We're gonna give you access to the course. I understand you're doing the boot camp and the course is a bit more advanced, but at least you'll have something to graduate into, right? So I don't mind that. We can do that. Can I do? Let's do $2,000. $2,000. I think
15, and I'm happy.
Come on,
you can
Greg.
never. 15.
Come on, Greg.
I can't do two. 15 would put it at about $3,000 Canadian. I'm okay with losing that.
I'm Canadian. Can you not tell from the accent? It's about 1.25. What? Like the conversion?
I think it's probably three.
But look. I mean, I think we're being really, generous here. We're coming down from 78, right? Down.
Well, I totally get it. I think I'm being generous coming up from 0. So, we don't need to talk about how generous we are, okay?
The starting point is 78, right, Craig?
I know. Well, my line in the sand was 0, so I feel I'm I still don't understand, but whatever. Honest to God, you guys, if you wanted good customer service, there would be no, you would publish, you say, listen, I want this guy to come back. I want him to be happy. I want him to be, he's not going to get on a call.
Not come back, though.
Hey, I can say whatever I want. I'm Jesus. I can do whatever I want. I'm saying is if you wanted people to come back and say, hey, those guys are the best bunch ever. You want to do this? You're a 53-year-old guy. You want to do a blockchain thing? I know who to send you to. You want whatever. Said my daughter's there. These guys are great. Right now, honestly, you know how it, I don't know how old you are, but you start getting this kind of stuff and you get tired of it after a while. Being treated I know everybody wants your money, and I made a mistake yesterday. But if you want people to feel good about your company versus somebody else, then anyway.
I completely see where you're coming from. That's why we're on the phone right now.
I know that. I know that.
That's why I'm not ignoring your calls, why Jason isn't ignoring you. We are very genuine, sincere, honest people here. Okay, and I reviewed the video and you guys had a great rapport.
He's a great guy. I got no problem. Right? I got no problem with any of that. It's
okay.
Obviously, that comes down from the top is my ultimate.
No, he's a great guy too. But the reason I'm saying that though is I just want to make sure. I understand you want your money back, but I want to make sure that we're not characterizing this as us having made a mistake, because we didn't make a mistake on our end here, right? We kept our...
No, you didn't make...
Okay.
Where did I ever say you guys made a mistake? I'm saying I made the mistake. I'm taking full responsibility of that. And I am saying that I assumed, because from what I gather from Jason and from online, that you guys are all pretty good shits, for lack of a better word. And I thought, well, listen, this guy, he's 53. He's doing the boot camp. He's got the monthly whatever. He said yes to that $7,800 course. Okay, but now he's calling within not even 24 hours, and he says, "Listen, I've made a mistake. Why do you not think I wouldn't come back? I've already signed up for boot camp. I started that. I'm going to the capstone project. I got that monthly thing where you get the extra bits there for $49.95. Why would you not think I'm going to come back? And you want to leave me with a shitty taste in my mouth? Holy crap. If I'm not coming back, I may not even, if you do this enough, people aren't even going to come back if they pay you fucking $2,600. Screw you. I don't even want to hang around people that aren't, you're genuine and good people and all that kind of stuff, but, I get that, and I know you're running a business. It's not like I use consumable.
I'm trying to work something out with you, right? That's what I'm trying to do.
I know you are, Jared.
Let's meet in the middle. Let's do 1,800, and then I'll send you $5,000, or what is it, $6,000 back. I'll have Jason process it for you right now. How's that sound? You still have access to the course. Okay. We're still going to be there for you. Once you're done with the boot camp, you'll have something to graduate into. And then at some point in the next year or two, it's optional, you know, if you want to. If not, if you've changed your mind, if you think that we're not good people anymore, that's okay. But if you do, we'll take that $1,800. We'll count it as a deposit towards the full thing. How's that sound?
All right. Fine.
Sound good?
And it's not that you're not good people. It's you can separate the practice from the person, right?
Yeah.
But
no,
I understand. I completely understand your position and, and what you're doing, it's like, I get all that. I've been in that situation, but I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me from a business standpoint, from someone who owned a business, like why you would let someone walk away, say, listen, it's not like he ate half an apple and threw it back on the counter and you go, well, yeah, you owe me for the apple. Well, no, I don't. I don't like the apple. I didn't consume anything of yours other than a little bit of time, but
I get it.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like it's honestly, it's really like I know you're good people and all that kind of stuff. However, I just have issues with your practices. And I never saw it written down. I didn't know anything about what happens if, yes, it's my fault. I took total responsibility for all this. But the fact that you're not just saying, yep, 100%, here, take it back, come back when you're ready. Blows my mind.
Okay, so in my time here, I'll tell you my history is I've never had to issue a refund to anyone. It's the first time that we've gone this route with anybody. We've had a couple instances where people have expressed some second thoughts, and I've had a discussion with them, and we kept them committed. And after they started jumping on it, within a month, they realized that they would have regretted their decision doing a refund. So they were actually happy that I kind of talked them out of it. So
yeah, you are good at your job, Jeremy. I'm just going to let you know that. Like, you are good.
Okay. I guess that's where I'm coming from too, right? Like, Jason told me how, that this is really something that you want to do, right? So ultimately our overarching thing, we are running a business, but ultimately like our goal with the business is we turn people into successful blockchain developers. So
yes.
When people are kind of having second thoughts or whatever, I want to keep them focused on what they originally told us they want to do, right? And I know, like, and I'm being completely straight with you. Like, being a pilot, you do have it within you to.
Well, I totally get. Listen, you don't have to blow smoke up my ass.
No, but I know that about you. Just
no, I know.
I took a few flying lessons. I know what's involved. So
but the thing, like, those people that aren't committed, like, the fact that I am enrolled in the boot camp and get the monthly subscription to that extra bit, if that doesn't show you guys that I'm committed, then I don't know what does. And the fact that I can't even express that in, I don't know how long we've been talking, half an hour, and I talked to how long to Jason. The fact that I can't explain that to you guys and I have to give you money, well, fine, so be it. And that's just, that's where it stands, I guess. You guys don't know anything. Like, and I don't want to be mean, but this is where it comes down to. Because you don't believe me, which fine, you don't know me from Adam, but the fact that I'm enrolled in the boot camp and get the monthly subscription, does that not speak to, well, he is a little bit committed. He just doesn't have time to do the whole damn thing. And
absolutely. I do trust you 100%. That's why we've altered the structure of our agreement here, right? Like, we're saying, I'm going to give you 75% of the money back, 80%. And when you're ready, we'll use that as a deposit for now. And I mean, that's exactly what we're doing. But look, I think you're a gentleman. I've appreciated this phone call. I think that you've been great to talk to as well. Do you want me to get Jason to process that for you now? I don't know if he's on a call, but if he's not, I can get him to do that.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay.
That'll be good.
All right, I appreciate it.
So it's $1,800 and refunded $6,000 American.
That's right. And what I'm going to do, I'll have him send you an email as well, and in the email we'll say, this $1,800 can be used as a deposit in the future at any point. Okay, no expiry. You just either email him back, or you can reapply with Bath University, and we'll remember who you are, and we'll make sure to apply that. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, all right, that sounds good. I'm sorry to take up all your time, Jeremy, but
no, look, it's been good conversation.
Glad we had the chat.
And I do appreciate you've been very courteous and all that, so it's been good. Okay, thanks. And look, we want to keep you on that goal, so let's just move forward and see what we can do here. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. You can take the W there, Jeremy.
Okay. Thanks. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.